All right, so we're going through this new Gucci Mane album. It's called So Icy Summer. Shit, I mean, we're about halfway through the project. I have a couple that I already picked out, but we'll keep going. So yeah, traditionally, I've never been a huge Gucci Mane fan because I feel like he hasn't shown any growth. I think it's really important for artists to grow. Right, so he even here when he's talking about conflict within like his environment, there's no motion that makes me feel like his perception or his message is moving in a more compassionate, more progressive way, even internally. So it's not just the money stuff, which is the standard rap MO. But then even when we get a hard, serious song like this one was called Still Remember with Pooh Shiesty or Shiesty. I don't know. I might have fucked that up. But what you get is you get a self-afflicted conflict instead of a self-uplifting and then progressive concept. But you could do both. He could do both. Like even if he had that, you know, like Kid Ink used to do this all the time, and a lot of artists, Meek Mill does it as well. They have that one really hard in record. After that, it's like you damn near don't need to like do that again for a minute, and then it can just be like the rest of the album. It opens up the album experience really well. This back here should move, right? It should be like Interstellar behind me. This way. See, I can't even get the sides right. First time out, so the quality will improve. He puts on a lot of people, though. I'll tell you that. He's got like tons of people here I've never heard of before. Give me some bread. I was the man of the house, had to figure shit out every time Paul went to the fade. Let's go. Gucci's never had a song called So Icy.
Has, like he has one called that.
So Gucci has a record on this album called So Icy. If you guys remember, So Icy was like that was his first breakout joint with Young Jeezy, which he then went on to fall off with. So it's interesting that he would have a second song. It's almost like it's kind of a fuck you to the original. Let me know if you disagree or if you agree. That was K shit. I've never heard of her either. I'm drinking coffee, by the way. It is 12:30 a.m. So this is what's happening. Sound like Gotti right there. Technically, it wasn't the same song because this is on a Gucci Mane Presents project. Now, interestingly enough, Gucci is not on that song. I gotta get spaceships going in the background and shit. We gotta get all that. I have a hard time with Moneybagg Yo because he came so late into that style and that pocket and that delivery that like Moneybagg to me, it's like if Dolph had never came out, and I guess even Juice Man and Gotti and all these rappers hadn't came out that kind of had that same tone and that same delivery, and I mean pretty much the same artists outside of, you know, what they look like. But it's hard because I feel like I'm beat up from that style. There's like just a bunch of a lot of different styles of the same shit. But Take Keith is on this. Crazy. Y'all see that? The fly? Something's up with that shit. Beat super hard. Take Keith. I'm gonna try to say dude's name. His name is Fugiato. Fugiato. I'm assuming it's pronounced like that. Mama ain't shit. No, she won't let me see my son. Oh, bunch of boys. Got it to the spot. Yeah, bitch a perk. Let's keep it like a bench. She couldn't even understand when I told her stop a pen. All right, so this is a video for that. I'm gonna watch that. I'll put that on here after the fact. I'm interested to see if he looks as animated as he sounds. This one's got Lil Baby on it, and actually there was a Lil Baby. The first Lil Baby feature on the record is Both Sides, which is one of my favorites so far. I think that one. There's a record called Bresto that's crazy. That beat is. I need to figure out who made that. Who else? I mean, like, as far as like really standout records, again, like I'm not talking about songs that you enjoy or could listen to. I'm talking about like the records that, especially me, because I'm not necessarily, like, I was always more Jeezy than Gucci. So I would say that off somebody that isn't super into Gucci all the time, I would say those are the ones that stand out. And it's kind of dope that it's kind of like a crew project, because then essentially what I'm getting is a bunch of different styles, and you open up your mind to know you're about to consume a bunch of different styles. So it's like, you know, that's what I'm trying to do with the Spanglish album. It's like, yo, you know, it's going to be some Spanish stuff where you can just disconnect and enjoy the beat and ride. And, you know, there's going to be some English stuff where you actually get to connect with. So let's see where it goes. Let me see what it and look at this. So now he's putting, again, on Fugiano. I'm just gonna say it like that, but he's putting Fugiano on a record with Lil Baby, who right now essentially is arguably one of the hottest artists out. Period. Lil Baby took Meek Mill's spot. If you guys didn't know this, record I wrote called Flexin' on My Ex. And so this kind of reminds me of that. At least in the title, I haven't heard the record yet. Come on, man. Watch, it's going to be a commercial. Yep, there it is. Advertisement. Every time. Can you believe that I don't pay for my Spotify? What an embarrassment. I'm a shameful person. But I love you guys, and you know, I'll play you guys some beats that I'm working with while we this advertisement finishes on my show.
So they see it, they love it, they gotta get it. They seeing that foreign shit in my hood, they know I'm in it.
This remind me back in summer 98. I was the homie, earned the food that's on my plate. Been making plays, that's why I stay in the game, and I give it to you straight. I don't mind it.
So I hope you guys are doing well. If you follow me on Facebook or you don't follow me on Facebook, I think it's important that you know that I've been talking some shit. I didn't say nothing crazy. It was just true. These are the ones I need to fuck with. The Mike Martin beats, though. Oh shit, we're back. All right, he's gonna have to wait. All right, so this is the Fugiano Ballin' on a Bitch with featuring Gucci Mane. So let's see what I get that's Fugiano, the same guy from the previous video. I think his image isn't wasn't as colorful as like what his voice is, because I think his voice really stands out to me, and that's why I like it. You can have that flow and it be the same exact flow as everyone else's flow, and just hit that pocket, but like if you sound different, he has that kind of reminds me of that nasally like feeling. Like shout out to Antidote 310.
Hey, nigga come around me acting like I ain't buying it. He tried to run off, I dumped the Drake over his fan. 72 God, I got that knife.
Damn, that was like a fucking fatality. Put the Draco where the spine is. Jesus. What's dude's name? 42 Doug, I believe that's what it is. Okay. This is Monday to Sunday featuring Lil Baby and Big 30, who I also have not heard of before. But I'm telling you, this is one thing. This is why Gucci is a legend, because he's really built his empire from whatever he was before as an artist, and just he really took it to the next level. I would almost argue that because T.I. had some like global hits with some global artists, so I don't know if I can give him the nod over Grand Hustle. But as far as Atlanta goes, I mean, because CTE didn't really do anything. Shout out to Freddie Gibbs, man. You had it, man. I don't know what happened between you guys. I don't know where it went. I don't know why it went, but it sucks, man. That was anyways, keep going. And I will get back to you guys, since if this does well, I'll get back to you guys, and then we will decide if that's something we're going to continue to do, to build a channel. And if because here's the thing, you guys have to be into the concept, you know what I mean? But anyways, because I need you guys to engage into it to the point where like we're actually moving, you know what I mean? Once we start moving, then we're good money. A, B, C, G, E.
A, B, C, G, E, this how you start the alphabet, nigga. Scratch the cereal off the Glock, we changed the alphabet killer. How you talking like you tough, but you got booked for a pill? And nigga, you know there was us that put your man in the spiller. Bitch, you fucking on the balls, I ain't no mouth.
No, you can't just, it has to be an abbreviation in the back end why we're skipping D, C, D, E, F. DEF, like it has to be a reason why we're skipping to G and then E, or DF, A, B, C, D, F, D, E, A, B, C, D, E. Oh my God. Wow. Hold on though, we gotta go to the beginning. I have to figure this out.
A, B, C, G, E, this how you start the alphabet, nigga. Scratch the cereal off the Glock.
It's not. It's just not. It's not how you start the alphabet. And listen, I'm with the changing of the alphabet. But you can't just
scratch the cereal off the Glock
and then tell me about the serial number on gun. Because first of all, you're snitching on yourself, and that's no good. Second, I mean, there has to be a reason. But anyways, the plan. The problem with a lot of the Gucci's music, I feel like, is because he's always just basically stayed in this one pocket, in this one style, in this one delivery, in this one flow. There's just not a lot of, I mean, maybe not. Maybe Gucci should be added to my list of musicians that make universally merging music. Not the Roman. All right, Fujigano on this too. It just, man, it just, I mean, I guess you can't really be mad at it because it sounds like what it's supposed to sound like. It sounds like Gucci Mane is introducing us to a whole flock of brand new artists that are going to come in and carry the torch for 1017. Yeah, so I think let's see, I'm cool on that. So what I do want to do though is go through the couple records before you guys got here. Because I think it's like the whole, again, I didn't want to run you guys through 24 songs, but I wanted to highlight a couple from the beginning of the album because to me, these are some of the standout records. So the first one, and it's on the Hip Hop Report playlist. So let me scoot over here so I can put that there. Again, we're just starting to do this thing and we're going to try to just focus on the music. It's just too many hip hop websites, not enough hip hop websites covering hip hop. So we got to cut that shit out. We got to get back to the music, and then the message will prove itself. So what I have today to add to the Hip Hop Report playlist are, you know what? Yeah, four records from Gucci Mane's So Icy Summer. The records feature Lil Baby, Gucci, Fujiano, Pooh Shiesty, Big 30, and the first one is Both Sides. This is hard. This needed to be the intro.
It ain't my business, it ain't my beef, I ain't on no side. Y'all got guns, we got guns, but we don't post guys. Look too poppin' like a giant, he just 4'5". Told him hit him in the leg and make them niggas your side. These niggas gon' get up there, they keep on playing both sides. These niggas gon' get up there, they keep on playing both sides. They gon' need a lot of black suits, a bunch of bow ties. They gon' need a lot of black suits, a bunch of bow ties. I made it from the streets, it ain't no mercy on these streets.
I'm putting this song as the first song on the playlist because I think this is the Gucci that maybe that's where it's going. Maybe that is a direction that he's headed. You know what I mean?
You see me, cause I'm a shit no two when they pick you up off the scene. Or with a dope where I make it good in any season. The album's on a couple times to match.
Alright, so next.
The the only thing retract.
So we have 3 records off the album. There's probably more, but these are the ones I wanted to highlight earlier. So again, it's Both Sides, Bresto, and Monday to Sunday. Again, we're not getting the good ones. We're getting the standouts. You know what I mean? The ones that like you remember because they're different and they show the progression of the artist. That's what I think we need to focus on.
For the cargo, my main folks feel all where did they go?
Spotify got hella playlists with all with all the ones you know are gonna be in the clubs and the hits. I want to showcase the shit that shows the artist's growth and where they're headed.
Oh, let my best so I bless my escrow, bless our flesh, cause you made my escrow. With a star, with a shame, think I need an echo, earthquake, out the shop, what you want eat.
Who made this beat? My goodness, hold on. This is madness. Produced Bresto, Gucci Mane. Let's see, Bresto lyrics genius. Surely they'll highlight the producer, right? Produced by 30 Rock. Who, I mean, he's from 30 Rock is Samuel Glode as a producer from Bronx, New York. He works with Michael Made It, which makes sense because those drums are smoking crazy. He produced Bartier Cardi, Nasty Freestyle, Gucci Flip Flops, King's Dead.
Ready, my clip been ready, my shit's been ready, my chicks been ready, my shots on full, that's Armageddon. I got full, I hope y'all ready, my tank on full, you know unleaded. I gotta go get it, I gotta go get it, I gotta go get it, I gotta go get it. My name gon' with that bullshit. To listen to the full song.
Stop it. Stop it. That boy's a beast. But shout out to Lil Baby, man. He did what needed to be done. And that's what you want from your musical leaders, that's what you want. You want them to recognize what's happening and say, I influence enough people that I want to voice my position on this. And you do it. Then you get back to doing whatever else you want to do, because, you know, but like, that's why it's important. I can't believe only in 2020 would J. Cole, out of all rappers, which maybe adheres to his genius, like maybe that's part of his genius, but only in 2020 is the one rapper that denounces speaking up for social issues. Fucking Jermaine Cole, out of all the people in the world. Oh, I couldn't believe it. To this day, I can't believe it. I'll figure it out. We're going to get better. We're going to grow. And like I said, make sure you go check out the So Icy Summer album by Gucci Mane. It's out now. I'm probably going to do one of these for the Pop Smoke joint, and so on. So until the next time, Rainbow Hustle, the Hip Hop Report, the Column Plays.